Welcome to the first ever Consensus Hong Kong. We're very excited to be here. Farouk and I are very happy to be involved with the Web3 Summit, the Art and Culture Summit. We have some amazing sessions coming. Farouk, you've been spending a lot of time in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
What do you love about the city?
It's electric. I mean, this is like my home away from home. Honestly, I call it my second home. I love it here. I landed in Hong Kong. I was happy as ever. It's just, the energy here is amazing. And what I always say is that crypto does not feel like the future in Hong Kong. It feels like the present. It's just another thing, you know?
It's absolutely wonderful. We have almost 8,000 people here today. 8,000 people. So we want to thank everyone in our audience watching us on the live streams. You and I were talking backstage. You were talking about what you think is next in crypto. So why don't you tell us the sort of categories you're paying attention to as an entrepreneur, as someone who just really has his pulse on the heartbeat of the blockchain. What are the things that are getting you excited?
Apps, honestly. Too many chains, too little apps, right? Everybody's launching a blockchain. I talk to people, yeah, I'm dropping this L1, L2. I'm like, dude, respectfully, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's a lot of great working blockchains. Ethereum is perfect when you think about it with its L1, L2, L3s, whatever. Solana's great. Sui, all these chains are great, but nobody's working on building actual applications on these blockchains. So for us over at Myriad, that's what we do best, right? But I think that there's so much appetite for using crypto, but there's so little appetite for building actually sustainable like tools within crypto. And that's something that really frustrates me sometimes, but I really think that chains is like, apps are really the future blockchains.
When you talk about apps, I mean, you guys have an amazing prediction market. There's a lot of folks here, and especially we'll be on stage today talking about gaming. I feel like that's a big entry point for us. Are there other types of apps that we use every day in the Web2 world that we should be thinking about for crypto?
I think like every single thing we use on a day-to-day is bound to be on chain without us really. I think we're going to remove the crypto from it. Like, you know, what is it? Helium? The cell phone service thing here in the USA that's killing it right now. It's like free. There's like this Uber on Solana. Like there's so much stuff that we use every day that's probably going to end up being on chain, but we're just not going to like feel it. But for me, like it was really about prediction markets because, you know, we're in media and it's the best way to get like consumer sentiment in real time, right? But what do you think? What do you want to see more out of crypto?
For me, I want to see less crypto in crypto. I agree with you. I think for me, the folks that are impressing me are the ones that stop talking about blockchains. I think there's project. You know, we've all talked about Blackbird. We talked about what Luke is doing with Pudgy. The way we can get people to play with crypto when they don't know they're playing with crypto is the key. I don't care what technologies are that I work with on my phone, on my computer. I care that they work. I also don't think we've seen enough good successes of the rewards mechanisms that we were promised. Right? Remember when everyone was building a loyalty play?
Yeah.
And then every loyalty play became like
a farm.
Starbucks or you know, a farm. You know, the idea that I could have my airline points, those would convert to my hotel points. They already do that. We don't need those mechanisms. We need new things. I also like the idea of what could DeFi be if it wasn't financial, right? So if you think about the idea that I can do alternate ways of getting involved with artists, with creators, with players, any of that, where I don't have to feel like I'm just trying to beat the fees of the financial system.
I like that.
I think there's an opportunity
DeFi without
there.
the financial aspect.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's some interesting stuff to play with there. We have a great day today. So both Farouk and I are going to be spending some time up here talking to some interesting people. We've curated an amazing group of moderators and panelists. We're going to talk about gaming. We're going to talk about art. We're going to talk about a lot of culture. Is there anything you're excited about for today?
Honestly, like I think that this stage is going to be pretty well curated. By the way, y'all, hang tight. I mean, there's a lot of great people. Obviously, I'm excited to see my friends over that help, you know, power the space. You know, Wild Connect, Mock, so fun. But I really like the fact that we're focused on, you know, culture because tech is great, but culture literally powers every single thing in this entire conference. Without culture, without the people speaking for the culture, then there's very little left when you think about it. Because you talked about how you want to see less crypto in crypto. The way you get less crypto in crypto is with people like yourself, like myself, and like the people who are going to be hosting on the space to empower this industry.
There are some people that believe crypto does not have culture. And the reason I say that, and I want to get your reaction. The reason I say that is because when you look at a culture of fashion, you look at the culture of music, gaming, it took years and years to build, and people sort of were doing those actions in the beginning without feeling like they were going to get financially rewarded to it. The minute we put financial rewards into it, we've been seeing a lot of like bad actors in the last couple months really take advantage of people who want to be in it for the culture. But you're someone who runs, you run a show every single day. You talk for hours and hours. You've really brought so many people into this space. So I think you represent culture better than most people. But what do you think we're missing in terms of the minute we think we have a culture and then a meme coin comes out and someone, rugs $10 million and everyone loses money, they want to run away from this. How do we kind of get culture to be a little bit more sustainable?
That's a tough question today, right?
Yeah.
Out of all days. We just got rugged so hard by a president. But
Wait, which president are you talking about?
Malay.
Okay.
Right?
Making sure. Yes.
Where's he at? Is he in prison yet? But, it's a tough day. It's such a tough, it's weird today, man. I'm not going to lie. Because we do have a culture. And we have a beautiful one. And this crypto culture is amazing because when I got into the space, I felt like I was at the cusp of, cutting edge of art. I know you're a big art fan. You're friends with Sam Spratt, Benny, all those guys. So they run the game, right? Snowfro. So the cutting edge of art, for me, media. I know it's the same for you. So I'm enamored with media. It's my passion. It's what I do every day when I wake up. Last thing I do when I go to sleep. Tech, everything. But then again, you have people that come into our culture, use it, abuse it, and leave us for dead. And then what's left is you and I on this stage talking about it the day after everybody got destroyed.
Yeah.
And it's tough. So this culture, it's weaker and weaker by day. And I feel like a lot of us have to work really hard, hand in hand, to protect it because it's a very strong culture. I'm very proud of it. I'm as proud to be in crypto as I am proud to be Persian. You know what I mean? It's there's a meme, all my friends make fun of me because I'm so proud to be Persian. It's Farouk, not everything's about being Persian. I'm all roads lead back to ancient Persia. As a joke with that. But it's the same thing with crypto, right? And I think we really have to keep building it and defending it, right? There is a culture here. All the people here who care about this space, there's a lot of great founders. I know you guys handpick all the partners that are even allowed to be here and present. There is this culture here, and we really need to preserve it at all costs.
So you mentioned media. CoinDesk is in the media. You have really Rug Radio and Decrypt. So you have two different media channels. How do you feel when you guys have done all this work to get a story out, and then someone, puts a tweet out that they just made up because they want to move a market, right? And then suddenly you're like, all this stuff that I've been doing, really can be underdone by someone who has 100,000 followers who happen to, be
citizen journalism.
It's all citizen journalism. But how can we better play with our public to say we want you to be a part of the process? We also want you to trust that the folks who are putting in the hard work, your reporters, what we do, that actually is what you should be paying attention to.
I mean, it's funny, right? Because we have both, right? Over at our parent company, Dastan, we have Rug Radio and we have Decrypt. So it's a weird. It was actually weird at first because when Lux and I took over Decrypt, we're like, whoa, how does this work, dude? Because I'm not a journalist, but I've grown to have so much respect for you and what you do as a journalist, because we completely separate the companies. I'm not allowed to be in the Slack of Decrypt, right? Because God forbid something happens. For the best, really.
Yeah.
I'm in no channels. I have no idea what's going on. I was texting my writer, yo, are we covering this Javier Milei thing? Do we have someone investigating it? Because I can't even see.
Yeah.
I'm not even allowed to be in it, not only because I'm the president, but I'm also a big voice in crypto, influencer, whatever. I hate the term, but whatever you call it, but that's what they call it, right? So I'm not allowed to have a vision on it. So it's different because I'm a creator. I'm never going to call myself a journalist. Actually, that's an insult to journalism. I think journalism is such a beautiful and pure profession, and I've grown to have so much respect for it even more than before. Because what you guys see is they're writing pieces, they're just writers. They're not, dude. There's so much work that goes behind it, like the piece that you guys wrote that just came out this morning, uncovering a lot of what happened with the Argentina coin. But we're creators. We create content all day long. But then you have people that spend all their life and that probably make a little less money than the average person with 100,000 followers that's able to get all these coins, these allocations, because journalists are not allowed to touch any of that. Nothing. Actually, our journalists are not even allowed to predict on Myriad. You know what I mean? They're not even allowed to play. And so it's so different. but you grow to have so much respect for this. And I think we have to really preserve that, right? The coin that I was talking to you about this behind.
Yeah.
CoinDesk, Decrypt, these are companies that are so important to this industry, and I genuinely think that we need to do our best to like preserve and support them.
The final thing I want to talk to you about, I know we're going to touch on it all day, but we have founders here. We have some of the blockchains here that have been spending years building what they're building, and they can have a premise, and they can say we want to build a better technology to do this specific thing. We think the blockchain does really well. They work really hard. They get their token to a $2 billion market cap. Someone comes along, puts a scarf on a pig, has a big influence, and suddenly there's a meme coin that's $5 billion. Pig with a scarf, exactly.
Don't start that, please.
But suddenly you have meme coins that have come out of nowhere, are skyrocketing and becoming more valuable than some of these chains that people have been building years to build. And then we also see, because of this, everyone wants to get in on the next $5 billion coin. And suddenly, I saw this with some friends of mine over the weekend. They launched a coin, it went to $12 million. By the next day, it was worthless.
Yeah, of course.
Right? All in less than 24 hours. So as someone who plays a lot in the cultural side of it, how do we address the fact that meme culture, while being amazing and part of our future, also has a tremendous easy way of being gamed by those on the inside?
I mean, the casino is rigged. And there's never been a better day to say this than today. It's demoralizing. Because for me, it's weird. I have the trader, culture, like influencer Farouk hat. Then there's like the founder Farouk.
Yeah.
And we work so freaking hard to build Myriad. And it gets a lot of attention. Thank God. Well, I'm lucky. We get a lot of attention. We have all the attention on the planet. So I'm blessed. But so many founders out here, they get zero attention. But they're way more talented than 99% of the people I've ever met in my freaking life. That's why we try to empower them as much as possible on the Rock Video side. It's demoralizing. There's nothing more demoralizing than seeing meme coins go to billions of dollars and you're working your ass off to build something that's worthless.
Yeah.
Why? Right? But on the other side, this casino's about to, I think the casino's the casino never closes. There's always going to be a win.
Yeah.
Right? But there's always going to be a flamingo, and that shit ain't good. Right? No offense to the flamingo owners. But, it's just like, this casino is rigged. It's rugged. It's fake. And I highly encourage people to start actually empowering founders. Sure, you may make your money slower. You may get your return on these blockchains you're investing in over 6, 12, 24, 48 months. But at least you're not going to get destroyed overnight. Because there's a lot of these meme coins you hold, you don't know if you can go to bed. Actually, I left the casino months ago.
Good for you.
A few months ago, I said, I'm done. Do a little trades, it's nice stuff. And my Oura ring told me I've never had better sleep than last month. I swear to God, there's data to back that. So I highly encourage people to just maybe go around.
Turn off the casino.
Turn off the casino for a little bit. Okay, shut it down. Okay, it's good. I'm not again. I love Pump Fun. I like the founders. I love the whole thing. I'm a fan. It would be hypocritical for me to say I'm not a fan. But go around, meet some people. See what's up in the space.
Well, speaking of that, so this day on this stage all day, we're gonna have some amazing creators, people who are building some incredible companies, some who have had great successes. We're going to talk to them, the gaming space, the AI space, the art space. We're going to talk about all the people who are building crypto-native brands and the lessons to learn. So with that, we're going to get to our content. Farouk's going to leave for a minute.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going to stay here, interview a founder and an amazing marketer I look up to very much. So, Farouk, thank you so much. We'll see you back soon.
Thank you for having me. I'll see you at 1:30. See ya.